Good morning.
Goeiemôre.
And to my Gilbertonian friends, away boys, hoe gaan dit? It's nearly weekend, hey, and I see it's a bit of a windy weekend. So if you're in the sailboat game, probably good to go out in the water, but it looks like fishing will. We guys that really love fishing will be staying home again to irritate our wives. So, all right, what are we talking about this morning?
The topic for today is why we stay. And it's kind of real reasons why people love New Zealand and decide to stay.
So there's more than one, except that it's New Zealand. All right, let's start chatting. What have you got on your heart?
Um,
The reason why I stay in New Zealand is point one. I love the place. And it may be easy to say that I love the place, but I have fallen in love with the place from the very first day that we came here. And I think the fact that we moved here during 2018 and we were here before COVID had a big impact on me when I realized how free I was. That was the one thing that really caught up with me soon. And I just realized, especially in the beginning, I was totally stressed out. There's no burglar bars, all these type of things. And then I actually realized I'm free. And that took a while for me to get it through my thick skull. And once I've realized that, I knew this is a place that could be easily go get deep into my heart. Once it'll creep in your heart. And that's the Afrikaans is probably a bit better description than the English. So yeah, for me, all about New Zealand. I love what the place is all about. I love the freedom. I love the fact that there's oceans near you. There's so many things that I do love about this. It's just unbelievable.
Good.
You had more things than me.
Well, you just summed it up, so you can now just carry on.
No, sorry, I didn't know what was in your heart. So for me, the fact that you can be whoever you want to be here and mostly not being judged. That's also a thing that helps me a lot to move from day to day. There's very rich people living amongst us, and we don't even know that. They are your neighbors. They don't brag and drive around with large vehicles and in escorts and got armed guards at their gates and stuff like that. So it's just different than most of the other places that I've been in the world. So that just makes me feel that can I say equalness? Is that the right word? Equalness in the country is good. So, yeah, hey, you got to say something this morning.
Yeah, I feel just you do all the hard work, you do all the paperwork, you try to get the visas, and once you have all of that, and you are in New Zealand, and you trying to make a living, it can sometimes be really hard. We have watched this. It's I don't know the guy with his wife and the little baby that just moved to Thailand. We've watched this
or something
on YouTube, and it was actually very interesting. And the way that he just said that they just couldn't make it work in New Zealand. He had to work all the time to make ends work, and I hear that from many people. You think you come into New Zealand and you're going to have more of a relaxing kind of, they talk about work life balance, but I can promise you that when you're new in New Zealand, it's probably not going to be like that. You're going to work your butt off.
But let's face it, being new, you arrive here with point one, either no money or a lot of debt. It's only one of those two. Very few people that I know arrive with a lot of money. So you arrive with no money, a lot of debt, and then you have to somewhere along the line get over all of that. You have to buy new stuff for your house. You have to buy even old stuff for your house.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things that happen. So
taking all of that into consideration, all the hardship and everything that goes into immigration, there are still reasons why some people prefer to stay. And I think this is what we want to talk about today. We know that many people can't make it work financially. Some people really struggle emotionally, and that's okay. You're allowed to feel like that, and you're allowed to move back or move somewhere else if the thing is, in the end, you have to be content and you have to be happy where you are. That's what life's all about. So, yeah. But for us, we decided to stay.
Morning, Vinita.
Morning.
Take him out.
Yeah. So this is just a little bit about our journey and what makes New Zealand so attractive.
Let's just put it out there. We also struggled when we arrived here. Let's be quite frank. The first year was extremely tough because I came from a background where people knew me, arrived in New Zealand, and nobody had the faintest idea who I was. And that was very, very difficult. And I had to get over that point, one inside of me. That was the big thing. This whole ego game of nobody knows who you are. Back in South Africa, everybody knew you were blah, blah, blah. It didn't work here. I had to get over that point one. And I had to get over that at a massive speed because I needed money.
Yeah.
And I needed money not because I'm vain or because we needed to live.
Yeah.
We needed to live. We needed money as in crazy. We came with a few dollars, which quickly disappeared. So money doesn't last long that you bring from South Africa. So it's got all these holes that you need to fill the whole time.
And I mean, when you've been here for a while, you see the cracks. I mean, no country is perfect. You see the cracks and the things that there are things that really irritate you, and there are things that doesn't make sense to you. But even with all of that, what?
We've got a third presenter here this morning.
Oh, I see. They say once the honeymoon phase is over, then there are still things that we choose that makes us choose to stay.
For me, one of the things was once the honeymoon phase was over, and let's be quite frank, during the honeymoon phase, I walked on the beach every morning. I promise you, every morning I was on the beach. Some mornings she would go with me. This year, I haven't even been on the beach once. But it's not that I hate the beach. It's just I became a bit more busy. She's always got shit for me to do around the house. So, Selena Horn just saying immigration is not easy. It's what you make of it. That's a fact.
So yeah, for me, it's kind of the little things that makes life, that makes you happy and that makes you feel happy. It's just the way that people would greet you. And for me, it's very nice to see not only the Kiwis, but also so many South African people that you meet and they get to know you. I mean, you don't know each other, but just you walk past each other and you know, okay, you also from South Africa. So it's just that you feel that I really belong. I feel that I really belong,
And I promise it's a lot of South Africans here. It's not... It's not like in the past we don't meet them. So.
And then also for me, it's just the landscapes in New Zealand. There's something about it that makes me feel really,
I think
how can I say?
If you were Chinese, they would have called it something like feng shui or something like that.
It just makes me feel happy and I don't know, it's got this...
So you're happy you done that?
Ja, dit het hierdie uitwerking op my dat ek net rustig voel. It makes me feel at peace. Yes, it makes me feel at peace. So, and when we drive around, I would so many times, we would just drive and I'd say to Jan, look how beautiful this is. And I just can't get over it. It's just not something that I get used to. It's always beautiful. The green hills and the cows and the sheep. And I don't know, it's just so pretty. It's really so pretty.
It's morning to Nathan, morning to Arthur Boucher, all joining us. There's something about the landscapes as well. Although they're not ever changing, it's not new landscapes and volcanoes and stuff like that. The greens in New Zealand is not the same. I found that a lot of the greens let's say, for instance, in Natal and those places, they all look rather the same to me. But here you got so many different colors of green. It sometimes, how can I say it? Sometimes amazes me. That's right. Amazes me about how many colors of green there are.
Yeah.
And just as soon as you think you saw them all, you see a new one.
Yeah.
Or a blend of, or these two work better together.
I suppose that also differs from person to person. For me, the green and just how peaceful the landscapes are, it speaks to my soul, but I know for some people the Karoo Bossies does the same. So for me, it doesn't do the same.
The Karoo Bossies does that for me for about 35 seconds,
Yes.
and then I'm over it.
Yeah, it doesn't speak to me.
I'm not built for the arid, dry climate. So.
Yeah. So that is the one thing. And then also the way that the Kiwis live, they are just so laid back and content and humble, and they just genuine people. Like Jan said, no one's going to worry about what you do, where you live, what you drive. We've said that so many times, and it's still true.
And the thing is, we as people coming to the country, as new immigrants, has to adapt to that way of life. We can't change their way of life to start showing off who they are.
Yeah.
We have to adapt to that way of life and camouflage yourself.
Yeah.
And join in, because people can live right next to each other of total different status and wealth and whatever goes in your bank.
Yeah.
If whatever's in your bank is a problem for you, you're either having too little or you're vain.
And the thing is, I have never felt rushed in New Zealand.
They won't allow you to rush.
No, they won't. So you have to get used to that. I mean, the lady at the Pack and Save that works at the checkout will ask you, how's your day been? How's your week been? Have you got plans for the weekend? So it kind of forces you to slow down. Sometimes I find myself that while she's talking to the person in front of me, I'm like, really, can't you just get on? Because sometimes you are in kind of a hurry.
But that's a natural human, how can I say, that's humanly natural. But the second she talks to you, it's as if she knows you from somewhere.
Yeah.
You don't understand where, but okay, you just chat on and go on. So
But the thing is, I'm a person, I don't like to be late. I like to be kind of really early. So it gets to me when I see I only have 15 minutes to get somewhere. But I can promise you, if I get there and I tell them the lady at the checkout was discussing my day with me, they'd probably just laugh and say, yeah, well, that's New Zealand. It's just the way that it is. So it kind of forces you to just slow down a little bit and to just check in with people.
Yeah.
And they're not just making small talk. They are really interested.
The fact is, we are still an island.
Yeah.
And whatever changes, we will still be an island, even if the whole world goes to bonkers. Nothing's going to change. We are going to be an island. And I think there's something or some perks that comes with the fact that we are an island.
Yeah.
The drawback of an island naturally is that we do not have 30,000 or 30 million people like Australia. So that is a bit of a hiccup. But on the other hand, is you live under island time.
Yeah.
Island time is something. It's if you know Africa time, island time is a bit different, but it's a bit more slow down.
When you are feeling a little bit overwhelmed and a little bit rushed, whatever, I can promise you can drive 20 minutes anyway, any richting, I think. And it will feel like you are the only person on earth.
Yeah.
It's just you and the road and the landscapes, and there's just no one around you. For me, I don't know. It just makes me feel. Some people like the rushed life and they like the cities and they like the vibes. It's nice for me. I mean, we love going to the city and spend a few hours there, but really, I want to come back and just relax.
Yeah.
I'm not a city girl.
It's always one of those things. Selena Horn is saying on the other channel, you need to have the right mindset. New Zealand is a beautiful country. No country is perfect, but NZ is so much better than South Africa. Remember that you are not on your country anymore. You need to adapt to New Zealand and the way things are here. It's rather a difficult one from time to time to adapt. People struggle with adaptation, and even myself, everybody else. But you would need to adapt because you need to go a bit slower. You need to be a bit more in touch with yourself. It's not that rush.
Yeah.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, type of thing. So,
and then if we talk a little bit on the emotional side, there are tough days. You miss birthdays, you miss Christmas with the family, you miss connections and dinner parties and whatever you had with your friends. You miss that. But then also you kind of have to look at it in the way that, how have I grown?
Mhm.
And what has immigrating added to my life and to me as a person? The independence that you maybe got
Yeah,
when you immigrated, and just how adaptable you actually are. Maybe you thought you can't adapt at all, and you've adapted
Yeah.
quite well.
And make new friends. You need new friends, but
Yeah.
you are going to lose some of the new friends along the way as well.
Yeah.
Because not everybody is the same. Not everybody will like you, and people try and stab you in the back, and then just move on.
Yeah. And for me, New Zealand taught me to be grateful for things that I maybe wasn't that grateful for in South Africa, because you lived such a rushed life. There was no time to reflect on things. So yeah, we say it, we voice how grateful we are to have the beautiful surroundings and to have the people around us that we do.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Benita's just saying immigration gives you a new perspective on life.
it does.
It really does. And it gives you a type of empathy as well that you wouldn't have had in the past, especially the empathy towards other people. You start to understand the difficulties that people need to go through to be here. And you can only understand that once you have gone through the same things yourself.
Yeah.
So
Then you know what it
then
is
you'll
all
only
about.
then you will know.
Yeah.
It's easy to sit down around a campfire and say, "Oh, but it's this and that." To be in the situation, to have done that before, it's totally different than just looking from a distance and never have done it yourself. So.
Yeah. It's easy to judge from
yeah.
afar when you're in the situation. It's very much different.
And you know what happens from time to time? What happens is that people lose the reason why they've come to New Zealand. People do lose that. And I've spoken to a lot of people who have lost that. And I would sometimes just say to people, just take the weekend, take the whole weekend, just go for a drive, just take time, go for a drive, get that mojo back of what makes this place so wonderful. Go stop off somewhere, leave your car, walk into the bush, come back, your car's still there.
Don't you think that sometimes people just want to get out of a situation? So you want to get, say, out of South Africa, and it doesn't matter what country will accept you. Wherever you get a job, that's where you go. It's not like you go and sit down and just say, oh, okay, we definitely want to immigrate to New Zealand.
Well, let's talk about it. I looked at Ireland, and it didn't work out. I looked at the UK, that didn't work out. Then I looked at Australia, and I was too old for Australia, so that didn't work out. And New Zealand was basically the only other country that
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I wanted to have me. So
yeah,
the choices wasn't there.
No.
Point one. The choices wasn't there for me.
Yeah.
But I had the choice once I reached New Zealand. I had the choice to either go and sit in my house and cry every night about the fact that I'm here, or I had the choice to go out and start living.
Yeah.
And I think I am living. I love where I am. I love what I'm doing.
And I would say if New Zealand is the country that chooses you, it's not a bad thing.
No.
It's actually, in hindsight, it is actually a very good thing.
And it's actually a great country to be in.
Yes.
I've been in many countries in the world. I promise you. I haven't lived in many countries of the world, but I've been in many countries of the world. And I will always think, even if I have to move somewhere else, I will always think of New Zealand as my home.
Yes.
I'll be quite frank.
Yeah.
I'm playing with the idea one day when I'm old and run down and on pension. I don't know when that will be, but to live for 6 months overseas and 6 months, and the other 6 months I want to live in New Zealand. Because there's still, although I've seen most of New Zealand, but there's still so many places I still want to go back to.
Yes.
It's just so much to see. There's just tons and tons and tons of stuff that I've missed in my first round, missed on my second round. Some places I've been 3 or 4 times already. So.
And New Zealand is big enough, but it's also small enough for you to really see every inch of this country you can visit, without traveling too far.
No.
Or you can do it.
And even if you take your
possible.
holiday and you go for 2 weeks and you just go off somewhere, there's always something new to see. So we've done a trip to the north now with a few guys and a few 4x4s, and even then I was once again reminded of how beautiful the area is.
Yeah.
And it's just wonderful. I mean, wow. Okay.
Yeah. We were talking about it the other day. If we were thinking about our last trip to Australia, we only went down the coast, Brisbane side. We went all the way up to
Cairns.
Cairns, yeah.
By car
And
and back.
all the places are so there's nothing in between. It's like 5 hours drive and there's nothing in between. So we were talking about it this weekend and we were saying, imagine you decide now, I want to go camping this weekend. You have to drive for 5 hours to get somewhere that you can actually
they
camp.
can enjoy.
We've
Well,
seen
otherwise-
people camping in next to the road in the sand and the dust and whatever. But if you want to go to some kind of nice place where there's actually a camping site,
You have to travel.
you
very
have
far.
to travel very far. Where it is you can drive 15 kilometers and you'll find a spot.
I want to say let's take 200 kilometers there, 200 kilometers back. That's about the range of something when you're towing a caravan or
Yes,
something.
yeah.
That's about the range of one tank. So in one tank, I can be at 2 different oceans. I can beat how many different beaches to camp. I'm talking to camp. And I can beat how many different places to go to camp.
Yes.
Then I'm not even talking about the portion that's not next to the beach, the inland portions.
Yeah.
I can go to how many lakes, how many different things under 100 kilometers.
Yeah.
It's
And then
unbelievable.
the other thing, and I don't know all about this, I wish I did, and someday maybe I will, but there are so many things that the council and that the what is the regering?
Government.
do for people living in New Zealand to help you. And we don't know all about this. And I think that is why so many people struggle, because they don't know about the help that is available.
Yeah.
But once you hear and you kind of talk to other people, you'll hear from them, oh, but didn't you know that you can apply for this and you can get this and there's grants and there's stuff that you can use. It's not only for the Kiwis, it's for everyone living in New Zealand that's available for you. So there are so many things that...
And if you struggle to understand what is available, go to the Citizens Advice Video
Yes.
Cap. Every town has got one. It's set up by volunteers. They don't charge you anything. And they would love to give you, would love to have what's a COA? It's a donation.
Yeah.
They would love for you to give them a donation afterwards. But if you don't have it, you don't need to give it. But the volunteers, they can tell you everything that you need to know about government and so forth.
And not
so forth.
only about the government stuff, but if you're in a pickle, maybe you need a lawyer
lawyers,
or whatever, you can go to the Citizens Club and they will tell you how to go about, where to get, will refer you to someone. So they can help you with anything and everything, and they are in every city. So there is help. You don't have to worry that you wouldn't know where to go and where help's available or whatever.
Yeah. So I'm just going to Vanita just saying that the government help comes from taxpayers. New Zealand is a socialist country.
I know.
Yeah, at least
I know that.
At least we know where our tax money is going.
Yes.
Most of the time.
I was talking to a lady the other day, and coming from South Africa, I don't know, it's just the way that we grew up. You kind of don't want to be a burden on anyone. So you would rather struggle than ask for help. So I was just saying to her, listen, you are paying your taxes and this help is available. It's available. I mean, if people that don't pay tax can access that money, why not the people that really contribute towards it? Don't feel that maybe you're not worth being helped or supported. Ask for it. It's there. It's there.
And the other thing is, if you don't know exactly what, where, and how, reach out somewhere on Facebook. Somebody would know.
Someone will know.
Someone will point you in the right direction.
I've found now that the ladies that fall pregnant in New Zealand, they get into the system and they learn about all of this stuff that's available for new mommies.
Just don't fall
that
pregnant.
we don't know about. But there's so many help and grants that you can get and stuff. So don't just sit and suffer. If you think, you're probably thinking, I wish there was something, and there will be something. So just reach out to other people and ask. Yes.
So especially pregnant women.
If you're pregnant, yes,
Yeah.
pregnant woman.
And then make a nuisance of yourself, then otherwise you could end up in jail probably by reaching out to a pregnant woman. So yeah. Anything else? We've got about another 5 minutes left over.
Yeah.
For me, and I know it's sometimes not the right topic or the right platform to talk about, but I like the diversity of the population of New Zealand. And I know some people would say, too many of this, too many of that. That's not me. I like the fact that we are a diverse country. I come from a country where they thought they were diverse, but they were not diverse. Here, we've got a very diverse country, and most of the people are treated as equals. And that's one thing that...
Most of them, yes.
Yeah, most of them. And that's one thing that I love. And the fact that I could be equal to the other immigrant that has arrived, or to the Kiwi that's been here for a few years. We all pay taxes towards the same government, which will hopefully run it by best of their ability and not hit us with capital gains tax and these type of things. So,
and still the thing is, you can see everywhere stuff pops up, like new parks and new boardwalks and new they're really trying to make New Zealand, and they are succeeding, making it really
and more user friendly as well,
and still very beautiful.
There's sometimes they do stupid things, and let's be quite frank, they do stupid things, like take away all the parking so they can build a park, so nobody can go to the park because there's no parking. But in hindsight, they probably thought it was a good idea. So
and New Zealand is all for the outdoors. So they are really trying to get people out of their houses and into nature and into the parks, and it's
and if it's a good day, and I know I'm like this, I won't go and walk outside while it's raining. The Kiwis do that. Okay. The Kiwis do that. They will take what do they call, gumboots, and they call it sometimes Wellingtons as well. And they'll just go for a walk. But if it's a beautiful day, go for a walk. Don't hold back. I know sometimes you're overweight and you lose your breath halfway, but it's lovely to be out there, just to feel the sun on your skin, and once you do that, once you get the sun on your skin again, we were talking about it on Saturday on the boat, just the fact that we were out and the sun was clapping us a bit for a certain period. It was nice. It was really, really nice.
It's like Benny there says, yes, you betaal jou dood aan tax, but at least you see where your tax money is going.
And Lona van Lochenberg saying, agree, it's hard, but it's worth it. It's really, really so worth it.
So I think probably when you are wondering, did we make the right choice? Should we stay? Should we move on? Should we move back? Whatever. Maybe just go sit down. And it's always good to just reflect on what is the good about New Zealand, what is the bad about New Zealand, and before you make an emotional decision.
Be honest about that.
Yes.
Because if you want to see the bad in something, you will get 10,000 different reasons on why it's bad. Or if you want to see the good in something, you will get 10,000 reasons to see why it's good. So,
but be honest and realistic, and maybe moving on is the best for you in your situation. We just wanted to reflect on why we choose to stay in New Zealand.
Lida Robinson just saying it's a beautiful country, and she's grateful to be here. So such a lot for the kids to experience. So
no, that's really true.
That's really true.
And that's also a thing that you don't know unless you have kids. Then you go through the motions, and so you're actually very fortunate if you're a young mom or dad that moved to New Zealand, because you will get the whole experience from the kids. Start with preschool.
Well, I still like the experience I had. So
but it's nice to know things that's available for even the children. So, okay.
All right, guys, and also us saying goodbye. Next week, same time, same place. If you like what you heard, please click a like and a subscribe on our YouTube videos. We do not make money out of these channels at all, but help more
maybe
people.
Just share it with someone that you think will probably need to hear something that we said.
And if you really know about somebody who's down in the dumps, reach out. Somebody around you will be able to talk to them. But let's not stay all alone. All right. See you then. Okay, bye.
Bye.